Wimbledon 2015 kicks off on Monday 29th. The draw was released today, and I've invited PR representative Dean Goddard from olbg.com to the show to discuss the outrights, starting with the women's singles. Now let's take a look at the top five. Now the order and prices have pretty much remained the same, except Simona Halep, who was fifth favourite to win, is now sixth, with Sabine Lisicki coming in as fifth favourite. The top five with the best odds are as follows: Serena Williams 2.75, Petra Kvitova 5, Maria Sharapova 11, Victoria Azarenka 17, and Sabine Lisicki 21. Do you agree with that order, and who are the main contenders for the title this year?
Yeah, the order that the bookies have got them in are pretty much solid. Obviously, Serena Williams, the OLBG members are firmly behind her capturing her sixth Wimbledon title. When we think back to the French Open, you know, she won that despite suffering from quite what looked really bad flu. I mean, I know she's had a few of these before in previous tournaments where she's looked ill and then won 6-love, and everyone's like, is she really ill? But she did look quite poorly during the French and still managed to win, you know, quite comfortably in the end. So I think the bookies have got the right order, and they've certainly got the right favourite.
Yeah. Well, Petra Kvitova will be playing to retain the title she won last year. Who would you say is her biggest threat in her side of the draw?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, what's proving ever so popular at the moment on the OLBG app, I've just been looking just before I come on and talk to you, Natalie, and they're all for Sabine Lisicki in the bottom half. They're really confident that she's going to put up a bold show. She was only last week, I think, she set a world record for a number of aces during a match on grass. She plays really well on grass. She's got a pretty good draw. Kvitova's had a bit of a mixed season, a bit up and down. She pulled out of Eastbourne last week because she was ill. I think that was quite genuine as well, because she posted some pictures on Twitter and that where she was saying she felt really down. She's not actually played a competitive match since she went out in the fourth round at Roland Garros. That's not going to be ideal. So we're definitely confident with Sabine Lisicki in the bottom half.
And how far of a run do you think she's going to make?
Lisicki, we can see her going all the way to the final. We really can. We're going to put her up as an each-way bet. She's in the opposite half to Williams. Williams is a solid favourite. The bottom half, you've got the likes of Wozniacki in there. Lisicki's fellow countrywoman, Angelique Kerber's in that half, but we think that Lisicki can take care of any of those down there, and we think she's a solid bet to make the final.
Now, Maria Sharapova's biggest threat in her quarter would have to be Lucy Safarova and possibly Sloane Stephens. Do you see Maria Sharapova making it to the semi-finals?
Yeah, I think Sharapova, looking at her draw, last 16, if the seeds make it through, she's up against Petkovic, shouldn't prove any problems. Quarterfinal, Safarova possibly. Safarova, I mean, bless her, she's in the form of her life at the moment. You know, she's playing as well as ever. Put up a real good fight against Serena Williams in the French Open. That could be nip and tuck, that quarterfinal. Sharapova, you'd have to edge it to her. We don't see her going any further than that stage, to be honest. Wimbledon champion 2004, but interestingly enough, 7 of the last 8 years, Sharapova's not made it past round 4 at Wimbledon, and maybe a lot of people would not know that. And we don't think she'll make the final for sure. She could win her section, but we wouldn't want to be putting her up as a bet to do it. That's for sure.
All right. And can you make a stab at predicting who will make the semi-finals?
Yeah, well, Serena Williams, obviously, from her half. Probably Sharapova she'll meet in the semi-finals. We don't anticipate, you know, Sharapova giving Williams much of a match there. And in the bottom half, we're strongly behind Lisicki, as we said. Kvitova, she's opposable as far as winning it, but she's not got the hardest draw, so she could make the semis. So we'll go Williams v Sharapova and Lisicki v Kvitova.
All right. And what is the best bet here for the women's draw?
Well, just simply Serena Williams, I think she's around 2.75, those sort of odds. we're firmly behind Serena to win it. And we're going to put up Sabine Lisicki each way because you get half the odds there, 1-2. I think she's 21 with Ladbrokes, so Lisicki each way for us as well. And a Williams-Lisicki final.
Fantastic. Dean Goddard, thank you for joining us.